Dear friends, welcome to DVR Academy for IELTS. We are situated at Ahmedabad Gandhinagar Highway on Kudasan, just opposite to Ashka Hospital, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. And we have given our web address and mobile number. You can contact us anytime. I am Praveen Kumar Dabir. I hold IELTS classes over here, and I have around 10 plus years experience, and we have trained so many students, and you can see the results as an example, and they are living example. So the main reason for taking this video is about speaking. Most of the students, they get very much confused when they go to exam, and that's why we are taking this video, and this is just a reference. Hope you all will enjoy and like it. Okay, first we will start with the basic. So we have 4 parts in speaking. So the first part, we call it a zero part being introduction. See, or we can say like a wish or greeting. So what is this greeting part? It is just you will get 1 or 2 questions, but you don't feel they are like questions. Once you enter inside the examination hall, you might be wished by the examiner, or the examiner might ask you to get in. So once you get in, so you should be following the etiquettes. When the examiner asks you to get in, so you should show the courtesy to say thank you. When the examiner asks you to take your seat, and you just don't pull the chair and sit, just tell them thank you. And the examiner, when the examiner asks you, can I show your ID, just don't take out your passport and show it in front. Just tell them, here it's my passport. Okay, there ends your part 0. The next part comes is part 1. So here mainly these are introductory questions. See, one thing everyone should understand, these are not viva questions. These are not single word questions. This is a sentence, single sentence. So you should be answering a sentence questions, one sentence, brief, whenever it should be apt to the question. For example, where are you from? Just don't copy any vocabulary. The main important thing is don't copy any vocabulary from the questions. Don't say I am from. So it's better you say that I am, or else you can say I belong to. Okay, instead of saying that or else you can say that I came from, I belong to. So it's very important. I came, if you say I am from, then that means you are copying most of the vocabulary from the question. So better you go for I belong to a place called Gandhinagar, which is capital city of Gujarat. That's it, because you should be up to the question, straight to the target to the question. So this is single line answers, single sentence answer. And the main thing most of the people they get bungled here is that cue cards. Most of the people, they don't know how to start. They ask me, so many students, they ask me the question, how to start and how to end. Is there any trick to start the question, or are there any trick to close the topic? So here I would like to talk more about this cue card here. So let's get into this cue card question now. When you get any question, this is maximum of 2 minutes. Maximum of 2 minutes. It is not like that you should be speaking for 2 minutes. It's a maximum 2 minutes. When the examiner feels that you have covered all these given cues, then he might ask you to stop. Don't worry about that. So here we'll take one example. Okay, like I would like to say, talk about your experience visiting countryside. Most of the people, they don't understand what is this countryside. Countryside is simply a village. So don't get confused here. And most of the people, they just try to call, because they don't understand. Some people, they don't know the meaning of countryside. They just pronounce it when I went to a countryside. So that is wrong way of speaking. And main thing one should understand, one should remember that they should not be copying any vocabulary from the question. So the cues may be, when did you go, where did you go, what happened there, how did you feel after visiting there. So whenever you find any question of this 2 minutes topic, first thing you should do is find out the main vocabulary from this question. Main vocabulary in this question is visiting a country, a village, right? This is so. When you get this main vocabulary, main thing one should remember that whenever you speak, you should involve your emotions, values, if possible, ethics, and there should be a little bit a digression. So that is a little detour. Detour means away from the topic for few seconds. So it's very important. So here, how can we start this subject? Visiting a village. So how can we involve our emotions, values, ethics, and away from the subject for a temporary period of time? So how we see it now. So you should always divide the question into two parts, past and present. And keep in mind that here we are not talking any general knowledge. We are not giving any general knowledge exam. We are giving general English conversation exam. We should show our communication skills here. That's very important. So you can cook up a story, or if you have any experience you can talk about. But I always tell, whenever you speak a subject, and introduction part is very important, where you can involve all your emotions and said. And not only this, main important thing is you can show your grammatical skills here. Your grammatical skills, like when you are talking the past here, when you divide this visiting a village. So past here, you can go into a past tense, past continuous, and past perfect. The same way, if you are coming here, present, present tense, present continuous, present perfect. Or if you still further want to extend your subject, you can go to future. So here the same, future tense, future continuous. So this is very important. So once you can easily involve the grammar in your introduction, that clearly shows your quality of the language. Next, as we discussed up is now, how can we start the subject? You said that there should be two things, past and present should be involving these emotions and ethics, and a little bit digression from the subject. So we come here, past. Past, when I was a kid, we used to I used to live with extended family in a remote village near Rajkot. So this is a temporary period of digression. We are away from the subject. It's nowhere considered village. So it is little bit away from the. When I was kid, I used to live in a extended family. Live with the extended family in a remote village near Rajkot. During my childhood, we, along with my cousins, and my uncles, we used to play a lot during that time. And it was a very great moment, great time that time we had spent. But when the next part is at present. After a period of time, due to globalization, all my uncles, my cousins, they scattered all over the world. They migrate to different places in the world. So it's very difficult now to meet each and everyone very often. So it was an occasion last month. There was a marriage in our family, so we invited everyone, including my cousins, my uncle, and they all happily agreed to travel back to the village. So last week we all met in the same village and the same ancestral house, and we celebrated the wedding with so much of fun and fervor. During our visit, the whole village was with us. They supported each and every aspect, each and every function we celebrated, and it was a great time. We spent our days in green fields most of the time, and especially it's very new for us living with village people and their warmth. That's it. You need to have to fill. First you started with I was kid, past tense, when we came back to the present tense, and we finished with the particular warmthness. So that is the thing one should be talking about. So then the next part is part 3. It's a follow-up questions. Mostly you should be explaining, you should be convincing the examiner. You will be getting the questions from the 2 minutes topic which you spoke. That's very important. They might to ask, is it necessary that one should be visiting village quite often? It should be convincing. It's not very easy nowadays to travel because of very heavy schedule, busy schedules. People are very much engaged with their lifestyles in cities or urban areas. So whenever they get time, or if they have long weekends, it's obvious most of the people, they feel like to go to the villages where they can see where they can feel the fresh oxygen, and they really see the innocence of the lives. So you can start. So it's like you should be convincing the examiner why. Most of the questions are why. So it's better. I hope you guys understand. You guys really appreciate. I hope you understand. If you have any questions, please get back to me on this channel, or you can write down to, you can visit our website, or you can WhatsApp me in this number. Thank you so much.